Yo, 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 what's up? It's JFU. Um, new setup. In this video, I'm gonna unbox a lot of stuff and I'm gonna try it out. So I think I'll pull up the description of the stream just to help me identify what it is specifically. I can basically go over it in general. It's the I got a new pickup in my guitar. It's a Seymour Duncan Hot Rails. I have a Telecaster. I'm super stoked to try it out. So that's the first thing I'm gonna one of the first things I'm gonna do. I have the Mastotron uh, Fuzz pedal, which it's a. I'm talking so awkwardly. Yo, it's a. Um, yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool. I have. It's basically some new gear. I'm setting up a new mixer, the Mix 5 channel compact mixer, the ZVEX Mastotron Fuzz pedal, new pickup, a new pickup bridge position in my Telecaster, and also a super secret surprise. So stay tuned for that. Oh, I gotta close this down and reopen it. My thing gets reset. Docs chat. Um, okay, so the chat is officially up. I guess maybe I'll just go over everything to make sure I have it. Yes, so unboxing the Mackie mixer, the Mackie Mix Series 5 channel compact mixer with studio level audio quality. So this is actually something um, that I can show this here. So this is it right here. And it's something that I didn't want to keep at first because the only reason why I was getting that is because it was going to be a smaller compact mixer for like taking my gear to play live. It doesn't have a USB output though, and it's limited as far as what it can do. Like it doesn't have like a stereo return for like sending effects. Like you can't like do like a send return for effects. So I was just like, damn. But I realized that I actually can use this mixer as a way to pan my guitar left and right. So maybe I'll talk this way so it'll be a little bit easier. You can see me at least a little bit. So that I can pan my guitar left and right before it goes into the 505. Because right now with having like no panning, like everything as far as like the stereo mix goes is basically all centered. Vocals are centered, bass, drums are centered, anything that comes in through the guitar input is centered. And I can also pan the guitar via an input track effect on the RC505, but I don't want to do that because it takes away one of my input effects, which I typically use transpose, which and then also panning delay and reverb are like my three main settings I have, which I like to have for like just doing like the transpose for my voice, and I use the panning delay and the reverb a lot for guitar. So having like one of those taken away for panning, which you could do, just takes away one of my effects, which I don't like. So like that is one way you could do it. You could also actually even just pan the tracks to be left or right once you record them, but I'm not big on that because then you'll hear it being recorded centered, and then all of a sudden as soon as the loop finishes and it starts looping, it'll go from center to left or right or whatever percentage you have it essentially. So having it set up so that I can have my guitar go directly into the mixer, and then from the mixer into the 505, I can have the sound before it's being recorded to be already panned left or right and not panned left or right just once it's recorded. So that is the plan with that. And then I'm going to ultimately figure out what the sequence of these pedals is going to be. Right now, I have Uh, uh, some pedals I'm throwing into the mix here. So this is a pedal that I took out, which I haven't been using recently, and this is the Synth 9 synthesizer machine. I also have the Organ 9. What the frig is it called? I don't think I have it here. It is called the B9 organ machine, which is right over there. So I might incorporate that, but I don't think I'm going to use it too much with like my current setup, because out of the two, like the Synth 9 is definitely more the style that I'm going to be playing live, even though it would be cool to have for improv. Anyways, Synth 9 is going on the pedal board. It's right here. And I'll have the bass 9. I have the Clover preamp by JHS pedals. These guys are awesome. They do so much for the community, like music community. Super knowledgeable on pedals, and yeah, they got me with this one. It's very good. Blues Driver, distortion. So we got the Boss BD2, and then distortion DS1. I also have the Spark, which I've been using recently. This is actually really cool. It's by TC Electronic, and it's just a way that I can kind of boost up my guitar signal for solos. And I'm actually interested to hear how the Tele is going to sound with this Seymour Duncan hot rail and the bridge pickup, because it'll have higher voltage, so it'll have higher output, and it won't be as loud as far as like noise, because I don't have a single coil in there anymore. And I'm actually interested to see how it works in general, because with like my different like preamp and distortions on in the neck or bridge position of my pickup, I was getting some feedback. Unless I was in the middle position, then I wasn't. So I'm gonna try out some different like sequences in the pedal chain. I have a noise suppressor, which before I wasn't putting the JHS preamp into the noise suppressor circuit, but now I'm going to. So it'll pretty much be guitar signal go to tuner, synth 9, bass 9, and then from the bass 9 it's going to go to the input of the noise suppressor, and then I'm going to send the noise suppressor the circuit for well, actually the Spark can now the Spark, yeah, the Spark's going to be in the circuit as well. So it's gonna be sent to the input of the JHS, and then from there into the Blues Driver, and then into the Boss DS1, and then into the Spark, and then from there it'll go into the return of the noise suppressor, and then my output of the noise suppressor will then go to my new Mackie mixer. And then I'll be able to pan my guitar, and then from there the mixer output will go into the RC505, and then once the signal goes out of that, it goes stereo from the RC505 into my bigger mixer by Behringer, the 1204 USB, which is sweet because it has USB on it. So I don't know if that's how I'm going to finalize my pedal sequence, because I've been like researching like different pedal orders. So I'm pretty sure this is what I'm going to do. But one thing that I think I'm going to switch, or definitely try, is, oh shit, I have the ZVEX Mastotron fuzz pedal, which I'm actually super stoked to put in this pedal sequence, and just to kind of see where it fits and how it's going to sound. So I'm anticipating to put that after the preamp, so it'll actually go kind of right here, is what my thinking is. So from the bass 9 into the preamp, and then from the preamp into the Mastotron, which kind of has this orientation. So I'm going to have to, I think, move this preamp like this to make room for it, and then into the Blues Driver. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is switch the order here and have the DS1 first. One thing that I've heard some people do is have their high gain pedals first as opposed to afterwards. Like it really just is whatever combination sounds best. It depends on your settings and everything, but that's one thing. Like the way that I did try this before was like this, And I didn't like it. I didn't like the tone. It just seemed like it was too much. So having these reverse is something I'm definitely going to try. So I will see how that goes, and then basically finalize it. Once it's finalized, I'm gonna basically make this into like a final pedal board. And if you haven't seen this yet, which I'll just show temporarily because I've taken off like the supports on the bottom of this, so it actually scratched this a little bit. I'll show you. This is the Nectar Pacer, and it replaces my Behringer FCB 1010, which was an awesome foot controller, but this is just way better. I was able to basically download the code for this and upload it all in one shot, which I don't know who I got that from specifically, but it's from a Reddit post, but huge shout out to them. I think I'm going to ultimately donate to that person if I can find out who it was specifically, because it's such a time saver. And basically everything that's loaded into here now is like a foot, is basically I can have different banks of play, like record, overdub, and undo all within this. And it's so awesome, like start, stop, and it's so programmable, but it basically has like everything that you can do here with your fingers. So you can see the RC505, but here with your feet. And I had this before. It's this is so much better, and it's lighter and it's smaller. And I took off the supports on this because there were like foot pads all along here, like plastic foot pads to kind of make it so that it doesn't slide around. So now this does slide around because I essentially peeled them off. This is going to go right here on the pedal board. You can see that. I won't move it around a lot because it has the exposed screws on the back now, and those exposed screws on top of this Pedal Train XT24 are basically like metal on metal, and it'll scrape. But anyways, the ultimate sequence will look like this, something like this, this is going to be a stream to finalize this. The tuner will go here, and then from the tuner, it's going to go into the Synth 9. This is for sure. And then from the Synth 9 into the Bass 9. And then I'm going to, I'm pretty sure go from the Bass 9 into the input. Then I'm just going to basically start running it through the noise suppressor. So from the preamp, from the bass 9 into the noise suppressor, and then the noise suppressor circuit, so send return, it's going to basically go to the Mastotron. Well, actually, no, sorry, it'll go from the send of the noise suppressor to the input of the JHS preamp. So basically, this preamp, the new Fuzz, Mastotron, and these two pedals here will all be in the noise suppressor circuit. So any like noise from, you can't see it, there will be a fourth pedal here, will all be in that noise suppressor circuit. And then the output of the noise suppressor to the new mixer. And then once it's finalized, I'll have like I don't know what they specifically call it, but it's basically like the pedal board tape. So you put it at the bottom of your pedals, you put it all along these strips, and then it'll basically, everything will become locked in. And the one tip I saw for getting it off once you have that is to kind of use like a butter knife to kind of separate them. So we'll have to see how that goes, but this is going to come off right now because I don't want to scrape it more, but this will be there. And another thing that I have to do, and this is something that I didn't mention in the description, but I'll show you, this is the Pedal Power 2 Plus, and this is where all the power, well, not all the power, but this is where the power for my pedals will come from. So I have basically 8 pedals that I can power from this. All of these first 4, and you can see this specifically, these first 4 are 100 milliamps, and 7 and 8 are variable, so it can go to 4 to 9 volts. And I've never used like a pedal that simulated like a low battery, so that's something that I might try. There's these switches on here that are like a variable resistor where you can change the voltage from 4 to 9 volts. Right now it's at 9 and 9. So basically, out of the 8, 6 of them can provide 9 volts at 100 milliamps, and 2 of them can provide 250 milliamps. So these two outputs that can power 250 milliamps will power the electroharmonics pedals. And these pedals here require 200 milliamps. So the main thing is that these get at least 200 milliamps. It wouldn't work and it wouldn't be good if it had less than 200 milliamps, but it's fine if it gets more than 200 milliamps. So even though this is 250 and this will take 200 milliamps, it's fine. Same thing with this, it'll be the same thing. So I'll basically have these two powered on 5 and 6, and then the other 6 I'd have, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, and my tuner here as well. So I'll have to try to see how that goes. This is what I bought here. These kind of rack mounts here, if you can see it. There's these kind of like silver like a holder I'd put on here. So I ordered this off of Amazon. You take out these screws here on these sides, and then you basically put this on, and then put the screws back in. And then this is basically going to be drilled and screwed into the bottom of this pedal train XT24. Yo, how's it going? This is quite the process to set up. Yo, how's it going? Saturn Firefly, I know who you are. What's up? Yeah, so this is like quite the process to finalize this, but I want to make sure that it's right before I do. How's it going, by the way? How are you? I want to make sure this is basically all good, because I'm going to drill it in. Actually, I pretty much know what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill this in center at the top, because it has to go along the top here. It's going to be centered, and then that way, from there, I'll be able to have these kind of, the power kind of centered to everything else, because this will be centered at the top. And then finalizing the pedal sequence, putting it on the pedal board. It's gonna be pretty cool. So yo, how's it going? Adrian Spirit Flame. Good stuff, man. Seems like lots of power. Wouldn't even know where to begin. New to all this. Yeah, man. It's there's lots of power in this. This is an awesome power supply, man. Like if you need something like this to power your pedals, like it's awesome, because you basically, like, if you didn't have this, then you would basically have to have a plug like this multiplied by however many pedals you have. Yo, cool. Yo, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, this is basically turning powering 8 pedals into only plugging it in once on an outlet, which is awesome because it saves a lot of space. You can see at the back there, the current power bar that I have has a lot of things plugged into it right now. And this will ultimately, actually it'll free up some of the space there, because two of those plugs are for, or one of them at least is for the electroharmonics. But anyways, so that is done there. This is, oh yeah, I have this as well. I have a lot of pedals here now. So I guess, trying to figure out what I'm going to do first. I think I mentioned to the Mastotron or the mixer. I think I talked about just trying the guitar out, but I can't actually try the guitar out until I get this pedal sequence done. So let's just open up the ZVEX Mastotron right now. Ooh. There, you can see this. activate my perception. All right, you can see that interesting angle. Oh, I did bring this down for a reason. Cool. Yo, that's so cool. One thing to note is all these pedals are center negative, which is how they're standard. So the metal in here, the power supply is negative, and the outside around there, like the circle around it, is positive. This is super cool. I'm really excited to. Oh, okay, I'm trying this switch here. So from 2 to 1, I'm going to get a closer up view of this. ZVEX. And there's this sub switch on here, and it can be like super bassy. One is really these sub switches, and 3 is the most of sub. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that sub switch. So having it on 3 makes it like super subby and super bassy. Cool. All right. So, oh, interesting. Interesting to see how this looks once it's on the pedal board. So I think this may end up being the sequence here, because I didn't like having this reversed the way it was before. So let's start plugging this in, and to see how this is going to sound based upon this. So make sure I have my guitar down on the way, because I don't want to blast anyone's ears off. So my guitar should be down. Let me just double check. Yeah, so that's down. So from let me just make sure I have the right patch cord here. So give me a second. I think I hook up to another view here as well, so let me see. All right, so take a break from that view for a second. Okay. Back to the other view. Okay, so this cable here, oh, it's actually unplugged right now. So what is this cable here going to? So that is already going into here. So that is for the output. So this will be the output. So that's the output there. And then I have a bunch of like smaller patch cords, But I actually just bought some new ones, so I'm going to open some of those right now. There are some Ernie Ball flat patch cords, which allows you to kind of have these pedals super close, so I'm going to need to open some of those. I'll do that now. Yeah, these ones by Ernie Ball. They're small 3-inch patch cords. Or sorry, 12-inch. Wait a minute. These aren't the ones that I want. Let me open up the 3-inch ones. What the heck? I was like, what? I'm just like 3-inch. And I look, it says it's 12. I'm just like, what? So I did buy 12 as well. So these are the ones I want, the 3-inch ones. Because the pedals will be so close. And this will be a shorter cable. And I have some of these already. Like these. Except this one doesn't have like a flat piece to it. They're not as flat. And these ones by Ernie Ball, I don't like them. They're not as flexible for these close pedals. Like they're really, really rigid, which I don't like as much. Anyways, I'm going to open this up. Okay. So I need to get the order for this down though. So this will be for my guitar. So that'll go into my guitar, and then the output of my guitar will go into this part of the tuner. So that's done. And then I will go from here into the Electro-Harmonic Synth 9. Okay. So I'll have to figure out what pedal might work best here. What cable, I mean. I might be able to use one of these Ernie Ball ones. Yeah, I can. See, I don't like how stiff these are though, but yeah, it's too stiff. I don't like it. And I don't think these 3-inch ones are long enough. No. So I think that I'm gonna have to go with well, I could just even use this as a temporary setup, but I think that let me see how it works going from the output of this synth 9 to the input of here. Okay, so I'm definitely going to need this cable for that, because this is a thicker cable. So I can use this cable for the input and the output of this one. I'm okay with that. But ultimately I would like to replace this because this will kind of just be in my way. And I bourgeois on that. But that's good for now. So that'll go into there. And then from the output of the bass 9, I am going to go into the input of the noise suppressor. Okay. And then actually, I'm going to open up these 12-inch cables because I'm going to need some of these. I might actually be able to use two 12 inches here. Actually, no, one of them's going to have to be like at least 18. Yeah, so I'm going to go from here. And I'll go send. Wow, this is really short. Gosh darn it. I'm going to need longer cables here. I can just set this up temporarily, but yeah, it's going to have to go all the way from here into the input of this. So actually I might be able to have this like this. Yeah, it's too much. So I'll just imagine it's over there. So that'll be the input to here. And then from I guess I can use some of these other ones for now. From the output of here, we'll try going into the power of the input of the Mastotron. Man, these cables are so rigid. I'm gonna have to get more cables. It's actually annoying how rigid these are. And then, so basically this is the first in the sequence here, and then I'm gonna try going in from here into this distortion bezel. And then from the distortion, I'm going to try going into the Boss BD2. Oh, it's actually nice to have these flat. You can put these super close. So that's actually pretty cool. And then from the output of the blues driver, we're going to go to the input of the spark. And then from the output of the spark to the return of the noise suppressor. So it's kind of like a mix of cables right now, but the signal chain is basically tuner, synth 9, bass 9 into the noise suppressor, and then the noise suppressor send return circuit goes from send to the input of the JHS preamp into the Mastotron fuzz pedal, into the Boss DS1 distortion, into the Boss BD2 blues driver, and then into the Spark TC electronic, and then from the output of the Spark into the return of the noise suppressor, and then the output of that noise suppressor is going into currently into the input of the RCF out 5. I will update that so that it goes into the input of the Mackie mixer, which I'm hoping that actually works pretty good. And my hope for that is to basically pan before I'm recording, just to have like a fuller stereo mix, because that way everything's not pan center. You'll be able to have like guitar, vocals. Actually, I'm going to put my my vocals into there as well, because then you won't have guitar or vocals just be centered. You could have like guitar being left, guitar being right. Same with vocals, so it'd be pretty cool. I actually also have a phaser I got from my mom before, which I remember it didn't work when I tried using it before, but I might try that, because I did test it. It does work with power. I just don't think that it works. I think there's something wrong with internally in the circuit, but anyways, that's the pedal sequence. So this is good to kind of finalize now with how it is. So I just need to start powering this. So how much power do I need? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to have 9 sources of power. And right now I don't even have 9 outputs on that pedal power. So let me confirm my other cables. I have some longer power supplies here I can get. Okay. So I am going to open this and use one of these for 2 more power supplies from the pedal power 2 plus. Let's go. You know what? I should put on some background music while I'm doing this. So, yeah. Testing 1, 2. Yeah, I can do that. It's fine. Okay. This is Royal Blood Live. Fun fact, Mike Kerr uses this Mastotron pedal. That's him there. His setup's crazy. He plays bass and it sounds like he's playing bass and guitar at the same time. It's really cool. Heck yeah, boys. Let's go. If I wanted to. What's up?
What's up? Yeah, boys.
I'm a real money maker. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Holy shit, there's so many people. Hi.
All right. So let's look at this here.
Ladies and gentlemen, on drums and cymbals, we have Ben Thatcher. Make some noise. Come on, let him hear you.
Ben Thatcher on the drums. He's like, oh, that sucked.
Ben, you ready?
It's funny when he's like, oh, that sucks. He's like, oh, I really want to hear you say it. Give it up for Ben Thatcher on the drums. All right. So I have the pedal sequence. Even though it looks extremely rough right now, this is just for testing. Ultimately, the power supply will be on the bottom, and I'm gonna finalize these patch cords to basically be the right size, to not be rigid and moving the pedals around. And yeah, so the pedal sequence is good. Let's double check power. So start with the first one. So this is powered by 4, it's 100 milliamps. Correct. Let's go with the second one here. This one is being powered by an Electro-Harmonix AC adapter, which is good because this is an Electro-Harmonix Synth 9. This bass 9 needs 200 milliamps of power, so let's double check. It is going into output 5, which has 250 milliamps, so we're good there. So the next pedal in the sequence, because we're going from the output of the bass 9 into the input of the noise suppressor, we will have to have... Why don't I have an effect on my voice? What the heck? There we go. Okay. So let's check this. Noise suppressor has 9 volts. Good. And then let's start going through the pedal sequence. So the preamp needs to have power. And we have 100 milliamps. Good. Then the Mastotron needs to have power. And this is coming from output 2. Good. 100 milliamps. Into the Boss DS1. 100 milliamps of power, let's go. Into the Boss BD2. This one has, yes, 100 milliamps. Just checking to make sure output 7 was at 9 volts, and it is, because the 7 and 8 are variable. Okay, and then from the output of the Blues driver into the input of the Spark, and this has 9 volts of power, let's go. And then from the output of the Spark into the input of there, so let's turn this on and just verify everything has power. Oh yeah, and stay tuned for a super secret surprise. Revealed randomly throughout the stream. Okay. Alright, tuner. Tuner has power. Bass 9 has power. Synth 9 has power. I said those reverse. Synth 9 has power, bass 9 has power. Preamp has power. Mastotron has power. Boss DS1 has power. Blues driver has power. Spark has power. This is the only one I have sliced up as a white light. And the noise suppressor circuit has power. So we're good to test this now. So now I'm going to get my guitar. And this is a guitar that I just had set up. So it has new strings, it's been intonated, has the truss rod adjustment. They cleaned it up real nice. Shout out to Longman, Quaid, and Hamilton. And they also put in the new Seymour Duncan hot rail in the bridge pickup. So, bravo. Let's hook it up, see how it sounds. So I'm gonna try it just with the guitar first, with just to hear how the new pickup sounds, and then we'll take it from there.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Another thing that I got, which isn't a surprise, is strap locks and a new strap. So let me show that off here. I'll show the strap locks off. What a friggin' idiot, man.
Is everybody still feeling good? Listen, I can't believe that we're playing before the Killers and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, man. That shit's insane. Ben, you excited? Ben's fucking pumped. You pumped, Rockwerter? Me pumping up? Or are you pumped enough? I don't know.
I guess maybe it does go this way. So, the way that this is set up, it could go the other way as well, which I think that it does. Like unless like this like engrave is not supposed to be on the outside, but anyways. Let's hook this into the guitar, see how it feels. All right. Strap locks engaged. It feels really comfortable. Okay, so let's try this. Okay. Let's put some power into this. Oh man, it's super out of tune. Engage tuning circuit. I'll turn on raw blood while I'm tuning. All right. So let's look at this now. I need to get one of these other picks though. I still need to learn how to trust these strap locks. They're new, so I am trusting it because I'm not holding it, but and one of these ones. Okay, so this is with metal pickup. Oh, cool. Okay, so let's kick on the preamp. Oh man, it's playing so good. I really like this. Let's try out the bridge pickup. It definitely has higher output. Alright, let's try it with some overdrive. All right, so I'm gonna try this with a song I made before, which is called Common Sense. So let's try this out. Interesting. I'm getting like feedback, so you can hear it. I'm gonna have to adjust that a little bit. I need to hook up the nectar pacer here, so give me a second here. But it feels super nice though. I need to hook this up so that I can actually control these switches here, so give me a second. Back to Royal Blood. Yo, what's up, dude? Possibly, I'm still setting up this stuff, so I wasn't planning on playing Fortnite again. Maybe, but I don't even know what time is it. 9:47, probably not, but I can tomorrow though.
The Noah on the music channel. How's it going?
This is a setup and process, man. So I got to make sure this is good to go. But I'm up for running some games tomorrow. So right now I'm using USB power to power this nectar pacer. Airbag. Thanks, bro. Yeah, no worries. Hope that you have a good night, my friend. Now I need to plug in the MIDI cable there. You can see that. All right. So now I can actually test this out, see. Because if I hit this now, it actually records. So we're good. So let's try it. Try the Mastotron here. This is the new pedal here. awesome. It's got a... It's interesting. So let me try this Mastotron. Just on its own. Actually, it's not just on its own. It has the preamp going into the Mastotron. Banger, and I know who this is. It is the one and only Big Banger. Man, and if you can see this, let me show you this. Whatever the distortion is, it's like an ear massage. So, I'm in the process of finalizing this pedal board, and I'm just kind of doing like a test stream pedal setup for how I'm ultimately going to finalize this. This kind of board here will go on the bottom left, and then these pedals will go in this pedal chain sequence around. And I'm just trying to confirm if that is in fact the final sequence, and then I can kind of get my pedals, the cords, the patch cords connecting between them to be the right lengths, and make sure all the power cables are adjusted properly. But man, I got this new pedal, this Mastotron Fuzz. It sounds so cool, man. That's the pedal that I just had on, and the gain staging on it is really cool. Let's try it out. So this is with just the pedal and preamp. I had this on this song I made
called California Sun,
which is not like a free setting that basically. Yeah, the way that I have this set up is you have to reprogram these to be on their new settings. So this one will be good. I can just override this. Not override it, but I mean temporarily use it. So let's see here. So let's kick this in. Let's speed this up a little bit. And see, these aren't like strapped down to the pedal board, so when I go to like turn them on, they're like flying all over the place. Try to support it there. There we go. That's a little bit better. Man, this Mastotron's so cool. I'm gonna try the Synth 9, just something weird. Oh man, I gotta change this again. The way that I have this on, like I need to make like a new essentially
So like a free mode.
where I can just freestyle. What I'm doing right now.
That was I'm just trying to find one of my pre-made effects and going over.
Right. This one here I can do. Actually, I wouldn't mind playing this song. This is called. I have just some preset setups on here, but anyways, I go to 816 on this to make sure I don't override shit, and I won't save this. Okay, we got this. Man, so I got this new Seymour Duncan hot railer here in the bridge pickup. It sounds so cool. That's it there. But I want to go back to that thing I was playing. So I'll record that again. Let me build it up a little bit. Let me build it up. Merci, merci. Yo, Saturn, Firefly, I missed your emojis. Thank you for that. I'm gonna go through an instrumental version of Let Me Out of the Zoo. Yo, thanks. I testing out these new pedals. Alright, let's try this out here. The gain staging on these is really interesting. The Mastotron's so cool. Alright, let's try this out. too. Walking through the dark forest, my eyes light up the night. But then something else lit up the sky. Trench coat keys, they took me away. They took me away. Waking up, well it's storming. Never look, never smell. Now I see that I'm trapped in a cave. Locked doors, no keys. They stole me away. They stole me away. Let me out of the zoo. All I do is sit and stare at the walls. Not a king in domesticated hell. Let me out of the zoo. All I do is sit and stare at the walls. Not a king in domesticated hell. Let me out of the zoo. All I do is sit and stare at the walls. Not a king in domesticated hell. Let me out of the zoo. All I do is sit and stare at the walls. Not a king in domesticated hell. Let me out of the zoo. All I do is sit and stare at the walls. Not a king in domesticated hell. Yo, thank you. I'm not like singing right now. Like my plan is to like play that live and be like, "Let me out of the zoo," like scream it more grungy. But that's kind of the render version there, and it's kind of all messy. But yeah, thank you. I really like playing that song.
I'm excited to play it. I have like a recorded version of it. I guess I might as well
Try out one of my other songs. I'm not gonna like sing it, but I'll just kind of do like a version of it, I guess. This one I use the Chaos Pad, which is why I want to keep this mixer. This one is just gonna be like an instrumental run through of a song I wrote called Infection. I have to change that. from record play to record overdub because I like it to not just automatically stop recording, just a little bit of the trail of the recording to go through. So I'm gonna do that again. So it just changed. So that'll be updated. Let's run this. So now it's on record overdub, not record play. And for this track, I keep the bass on. I normally turn off. No, I keep it's just the bass on. So I want to have this here to record. Yeah, that's good. I don't want to do that though. What the heck? sound, and I have to map this out. Let me try it now. It is a new song, which I'm just working on the syllable part for right now. So that yeah, it's called Infection. I got a more of an idea for that solo part now. Interesting how these settings are. Let's see. So. to step over all these pedals. Sound of the microphone. Turn off. Turn on. Work around. Free the fiction. Free the fiction. Free the fiction. I'm gonna have that loop on. I think that's good for now. So more back to the stream because I want to finalize this pedal sequence and I want to know what is best as far as these drive orders go. So let's test the gain stacking with these overdrives and distortions here. So if I just have this on, how does it sound? Without the spark on. Okay, so it's way lower. What am I supposed to be doing? sounds really cool. The synth 9 through the blues driver. I really like that sound. man, I'm super happy with this pedal. The guitar sounds awesome. Like, just like the setup, the new strings in general. Like, it's crazy just to have new strings on a guitar. It feels like a totally brand new guitar, man. And also it is because it has a new pickup in it. It's the same guitar, but it's
It has been brought back to life.
And these pedals, man, I'm really happy with these. I'm gonna finalize it with the DS1 before the blues driver. And I will only ever turn it on if the blue driver is on first. It doesn't work good. What am I talking about this shit on? It doesn't work good if it's on first, and then you turn the blues drivers on second. Like when it's in front of the blues driver, it works best as a gain staging when the blues driver is already on. So that's interesting to know. And man, the Mastotron just makes me want to make new riffs. Like I don't think I would have come up with some of those riffs before if it wasn't for having the Mastotron on. It just sounds so different. It's such like a bassy guitar vibe, and you can make some really cool sounds with it, with the bass 9. This is a pedal that is for guitar and for bass, and it's awesome because you can use it for guitar, and then I can turn the bass 9 on, which has the preamp in that as well. So not in the bass 9, so it's going from the bass 9 into the preamp. So just kind of having the bass 9 on and the preamp, and then having that go into the Mastotron sounds really cool. And then you can gain stage it by turning on the blues driver, and it sounds awesome. I fucking love it. So I'm gonna finalize the pedal board like this. You can see how I'm gonna finalize it. So yeah. So, on to something else. I said that I would set up this mixer, but I just realized I don't actually have an output stereo. I need to go into the input of this because I'm going to need to go from the output of this new mixer into the 505. And then let me see, because it's going to be output. I'll just have to output it. Actually, this is actually interesting because my inputs on here would just be for guitar, so it would just be a mono output. It doesn't need to have stereo output. And if I'm outputting the... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I have left and right input on here. So I think the move is to put my XLR, which is my mic input, and my 1/4 inch guitar input into the mixer. And then I'll be able to pan them individually, and then from there I'll go output left and right from the mixer into the left and right of the RC505. That's definitely it. So let me open this. says, like us, follow us, watch our our dang videos, Facebook, Twitter, Symbol, and YouTube. This is the Mix 5. Okay, interesting. Yo. Dude, it's crazy how small this thing is. This thing is super small. Wow, it's so small, it's so crazy. the symbol on this reminds me of dancing. Boom, 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 boom. It's crazy how small this thing is, man. There we go. That's my mic. Okay. I don't know if you can really see how small this thing is. Let me change the view. Like look at it compared to this mixer. It's crazy how small it is. It's super small. Okay, so the plan is, so run you through the plan. So let me run through the plan on the bigger screen. Okay, so the mic from here, which you can see it, is going into the RC505 right now, but it's going to be updated to go into this. Right here. And then that'll be one track. And then I'll have my guitar go into one of these two stereo inputs, which I'll only need to use either left or right. Guitar's mono. So I'll go into 2-3 there. So then I'll have XLR input on one, left input for guitar on 2-3. And then what I can do to get more of like a stereo sound when I'm looping is I'll be able to pan either my mic to be left and right, which is here. And then I can do the same thing with my guitar, which on these ones it's called balance. It might be called balance on here as well. Yeah, so let's do it. Let's do a test on here and see what the balance does on this. Yeah, so it's just another word for pan. So right now I was just adjusting the balance on the output of the TR6S, which is the Roland drum machine, going into this Behringer mixer. And you can hear the difference when it's changing from being balanced on far left versus being balanced on far right. So I'll be able to do that with the guitar and my microphone, and then the output of that, which will be this main out, which will be left and right, which I'll get the stereo cables for. Here. These two here. And then they'll go into the left-right input of the 505, and then my mic won't even be going in directly into the 505 anymore. It'll just be going through this. And then I have basically just the means of panning without having to use one of my track effects inputs on here as one of those banks, which it doesn't even work for doing that because you just can't have it. I just don't like it. But now it's going to be able to be panned before it goes in, and this will add more of a stereo sound, because then I can like have a guitar pinned far left and record it far left, and not just record it center and pan it far left on the 505. And then yeah, this is like not even a huge addition either. It's super small. And I wanted to test this, but unfortunately I can't because I actually don't have another output cable. So I'm actually going to need, it's kind of the similar cable that I have now. It's basically like a left-right cable, stereo cable to stereo, double male to double male, essentially. And then it'll go from the output of here into the input of the RC505. And it's super light, it's super small. I'm excited to try this. I was hoping to do a test right now and basically just to see how it works, but I'm excited to try this. It has some EQs on here. So one thing is this actually does have a preamp. So it would be going from the preamp on here to the preamp on this. So I'll have to see that, but there is mic gain I can adjust. But anyways, we'll have to test that out. So this is coming together. Definitely getting more of this figured out. And ultimately, I don't know if you can't see this at the screen, but this is going to go in bag so I can play live. Like bars and shit, so. Yeah. So I'm going to need power adapter. Oh, it got this over here. So it comes with this power adapter. Let's open this. So that'll be cool. Actually, let me see how long this is. I'm going to need it to go basically just from the top of the table here to the ground with a bit of slack, you know, so let's see what we're working with. Oh yeah. It's got some good length to it. It's like as tall as I am. Stretched out. Cool. So that's good. And I think that's it for the guitar pedals, I think. So I think it's time for the top secret super surprise reveal. Yeah, it's definitely time. So If you've been watching and waiting for what the surprise is, I'm gonna reveal it right now. So just give me a minute. I'm gonna set up a different camera angle so I can capture this a little bit better. If you can really see this, but I think that's okay. So let me do a side view here. Yeah, I think that's good. So, all right. So surprise reveal. Listen here. I'll be like 1 to 2 minutes. All right, surprise reveal time. Yo, I got it. This is like the first one, so it's like a test, but it feels pretty comfortable. I like the material. Yo. Yeah, so it's yeah, it's cool. This is the first shirt that I've ever got, and they actually did a pretty good job. The material is awesome, and then this JFU logo. It's actually pretty good. Merch, yeah. Let's go. yeah, so yeah, that's it. So these aren't for sale yet, but I'm gonna make an online store, and I'm gonna make more shirts as well. So this is kind of like the first run, and yeah, I'm really happy with this. The Canva is sorry, the material is it's called Black Heather. It's like a tri-blend cotton. It's lightweight. It feels really comfortable, and I have a shirt that I got with this material before. That's why I knew I liked this material, from Marina Del Cid. She's since changed her name to El Cordova, I believe. Yeah, when I got one of her shirts when I met her and Tony Lindgren in Toronto, I was just like, oh, this material is so awesome. And it's the same material because I really liked it. So yeah, so thanks for everyone who tuned in. Pedal test was a success. I know what my sequence is going to be, and I believe that was everything I wanted to go over. Let me just double check. That's it. Heck yeah. More work to be done. I gotta finalize the specific patch cord lengths that I need. I need to get 2 more power cords for the pedal power. I also need to verify that the positions that I have are going to be accurate length, which I believe they will be because they'll be run under the board once the pedal power is mounted. So that's the next step, so stay tuned for that. Thanks everyone tuned in. Yo, Saturn Firefly, much appreciated. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for waiting until the end to check out the surprise. It's kind of a longer stream, but it was a huge test process, which was successful. I'm super stoked on all this new gear. I didn't get to fully test the mixer, but that'll be in an upcoming video once I get the updated cables that I need. Yeah. Hope you have a great night. Anyone tuned in, thank you. My name's Shifu.
Peace out.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.